俺は娘をサンドリアまで連れて帰ることにした。
Alrighty. Good evening, everybody. How are we all doing tonight? The adventures of Ys continue as we kick off the fan translation of the PS2 version of Ys 5 tonight. I hadn't planned for an Ys, like, marathon isn't quite right, it's not, like, mega long, but I hadn't intended for the back-to-back Ys games, it just kind of worked out that way. Like, we did 3, because the fan translation patch had just come out for it, and then we're now doing 5, which is by the same people that did the patch for 3, and they're currently working on a patch for the PS2 version of 4 as well, so probably end up checking that out when it comes out. They are short, well, in relative terms. They're short compared to a lot of the stuff I play, so take what we can get. Hey, me, how's it going? And hey, Neko? Am I going to be playing Soccer Wars 2 at some point? Yes. When? I don't know. Absolutely we will. I did, like, 2 runs of the first one. But, yeah, when I'll get around to ST2, I'm not sure. But it is absolutely on the cards. I definitely want to do it. I think we'll let this sit for a second, because I think the pre-roll that happens here doesn't happen in-game. The final boss was a bit of a mission, Neko, but we got there in the end. I enjoyed Ys 3.
不思議なことに、付近の町や村の者に尋ねても娘を知る者はいなかった。俺は娘をサンドリアまで連れて帰ることにした。あれから俺にとってあっという間の月日が過ぎた。
ニーナが来てもう2年になるんだね。本当の親子のようだよ。よかったわね。
今度の旅は少し長くなるだろう。
お父さん、あまり危険なところに行かないでね。
ああ、わかってる。フォレスタ村の洞窟を調べて少し東を回ってくるだけだ。危険はないさ。じゃあ行ってくる。
いってらっしゃい。あれがスタン父さんを見た最後の日だった。
So as far as my own sort of experiences go, actually we can, so you can load, if you've got save data from Ys 3 and 4 for the PS2, which obviously we have the East 3 data, and I went and set up the East 4 data as well, so that we can load those in and get some minor bonuses for it, which is always a fun touch. I've played a couple of hours of the Super Famicom version of East 5, just so that I'd have a kind of point of comparison against the PS2 version. It may be later down the line we do a playthrough of that version as well, because it's meant to be a fair bit shorter. It's meant to be like less than 8 hours, I think. But yeah, like I haven't like full played through that version. So this is mostly like I haven't played all of East 5 that I've played thus far has been for like sort of testing purposes for this stream.
アフロカ大陸のサファル砂漠。それじゃあ、あんたはあれを探しに行くのか。幻の砂の都ケフィンを。昔すごい王国だったらしいね。錬金術という魔法で栄えた王国。誰が言い始めたのか、黄金が眠っているって噂じゃないか。そこの住人は皆不老不死だというぜ。
What's with the cities of gold?
病も争いもない理想郷。それがケフィン王国。だけど当然誰も見たことはないサファル砂漠のどこかにあるという話だが、砂漠の奥はすごい砂嵐が止むことなく吹き荒れている。錬金術の秘技で起こされた砂嵐だそうだ。誰も近づけないそうだぜ。それに何、砂漠の楽園なんてきっとただの噂だよ。それでも行くのかい？そうかい。じゃああんたの旅の無事を祈らせてもらうよ。
Hey, Wagamama Lullaby, how's it going?
まだ名前を聞いていなかったな、影の兄さん。あんたの名は？
This is a very like PS2 looking game. This is kind of great. I know like people use that looks like a PS2 game as a pejorative, but for me it's like a compliment. I mean, it kind of reminds me of Trails in the Sky, but that's definitely not intentional because that didn't exist yet.
さて、アドル、これからお前さんはどうするんだい？船で話していた通り、大昔に消えちまったとかいう王国を探しに行くのか？ そうか、やっと長い船旅が終わったばかりだというのに、お前の冒険好きは相変わらずだな。実はな、アドル、俺はこの北アフロカに昔世話になった人がいてな、その人に礼を言いに行きたいんだ。だから俺はこの町をすぐにでも出ようと思う。
Oh, maybe in Japan, actually. That might be, because I'm thinking, like, the Western release, but the Western release was much later, wasn't it? Like, the Western release took forever, so it may have been out in Japan at this point.
ここからはしばらく別行動になるな。それとも俺がいないと不安か？じゃあな、アドル。どうせお前のことだからこの辺りの土地を歩き回るんだろう。だけど先は長いんだ。お前は少しこの辺りでゆっくりしていったからの方がいいと思うぞ。じゃあ俺は先に行くぞ。また会おうぜ、アドル。
Dogi's face on his, like, sprite looks really weird. His, like, character portrait is fine. Speaking of, that's, we get the hero's sword from East 4 and the flame sword from East 3. That's the bonuses for having the save data. They don't break the game. They're a little bit more powerful than the initial sword, but beyond that, they fall off fairly quick. So I don't feel too bad using them.
お前は異国の冒険家か。我々はサンドリアの町を守る治安部隊だ。このところ盗賊や遺跡荒らしの被害が増えているからな。町へ入る前にお前のことを調べさせてもらおう。
赤毛の旅人か。
はっ、リゼ隊長殿。
Oh. Yeah, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome everybody. How's it going? You're in right at the start, so it's excellent timing. We are just beginning. Yeah, welcome everybody.
怪しいものを発見したので早速調べております。
そのものに問題はなかろう。見るからに船で着いたばかりの旅人ではないか。そんな暇があるなら町の中に潜んでいる密売商人でも取り締まっていろ。はっ。
So you say, Ostrava. Back in my day, I had to force half to take my money.
すまんな。私はこのサンドリアの治安部隊をまとめているリジェだ。この者たちには異国の者に注意しろと伝えてあったのでな。迷惑をかけたら兵士たちの無礼を許せ。行くぞお前たち。
はっ。
You'll at least take money, Fab. I just overpay you. Well, no, overpay, that's not right. I pay more than you request. Oh, I was wondering about that. So he does actually have different lines of dialogue, whether you have the transfer swords or not. That's a nice touch.
いらっしゃいま。ありがとうござい。
Yeah, I missed this Fab stream as well. I was asleep. And like, I didn't even sleep much that day. I had like 4 hours sleep that night, and somehow Fab managed to sneak a stream in my brief moment of unconsciousness. Unfortunately, there's no camera controls of this. It feels like a kind of game that should have camera controls, but it does not. I shouldn't be given a yump button. Falcom games tend to, well, I suppose it's Taito rather than Falcom, but their series tend to have very good music. No, this is different. It'll take us a little bit to get to that. There's a bit of pre-roll. And of course, I talk to everybody as well, so that slows down the pre-roll even further. Weapons potentially breaking on upgrading them is some very, like, Korean MMO bullshit. Thankfully, this game does just have a quick save mechanic, so you can work around it. I don't... Because I played a bit of the Super Famicom version. I don't recall this lighthouse and all this. Oh, fade to black. Old lady talks us to death. No worries, Huff. It is fairly late on your end. Thanks again for the raid. Take it easy. Yeah, but you operate on, like, normal hours. I operate on me hours. Hey, Deadtail, how's it going? And hey, Azeon, yes, the East continues for now. I think that came out around the same time as this, Xeon. It might have come out before this, actually. But, that's East 6. That one's actually by Falcom, whereas this is by, Taito. And yeah, before this. Okay, so this was 2006. The original release of East 6 was, Oh, okay, 2005, the PS2 version. House has a whole ass, like, stage in it? I don't even quite understand what this room is meant to be. Potential boss arena, hey, maybe.
君がアドル君か。よく来てくれた。私がどうも。ここへ来てもらったのは他でもない。このサンドリアの周りに住む人々を助けてほしいのだ。いや、この北アフロカに住むすべての人々を助けてほしいと言っても過言ではない。東の地方にある砂漠は日増しに広がり、人々の生活を脅かしている。いずれこの町の周りも砂に埋もれてしまうだろう。そこで君に力を貸してほしいのだ。君もすでに幻の都の伝説は聞いているだろう。言い伝えによれば、幻の都にあるのは黄金ばかりではないのだよ。幻の都には素晴らしい古代錬金術が眠っているのだ。その力さえあれば砂漠が広がっていくのを止められるはずだ。人々を助けるためにぜひとも君の力を貸してもらいたい。幻の都を探し、そこに眠る古代錬金術を手に入れたいのだ。どうだろうアドル君、引き受けてくれないか。ありがとうアドル君。では君に見てもらいたいものがある。
I know Adol being, like, silent is normal, but because I have played E3 a couple of times, in my head he does talk. I've also watched a few episodes of the OVA recently.
錬金術に使われるクリスタルだ。ここからずっと東の方にある。かつてケフィンがあったと言われるケフィンハイトから見つかったものだ。君の前任者スタン君が3年前に見つけてくれた。北西にあるフォレスタ村には結晶にまつわる昔話が残っていてね。結晶は遥か彼方にある黄金に輝く国から来た者によってもたらされたとある。黄金に輝く国はすなわち幻の都のことだとすれば、これこそ伝説が真実である証に違いない。
Again, what? Like, what? Why is it always a city of gold? How many times has, like, a lost city of gold been a thing, like a starting point?
私も話に聞いただけだが、このような結晶はまだいくつかあるらしい。この結晶は明らかに古代錬金術で作られたものだ。残る他の結晶も見つけて調べることで幻の都を探す手がかりになると思うのだ。君には北アフロカの各地に眠る残りの結晶を全て見つけ出してほしい。大変な冒険となるだろう。だが君ならやり遂げてくれると信じているよ。
Yeah, true. It's I was gonna say it's Final Fantasy plot, but hey, yeah, no, it's also the plot of Crash 2.
さあ、これで装備を整えておきたまえ。よろしく頼んだよ、アドル君。
We gotta bring in the crystals, but not the gems.
調査の方は
It is weird that the doors don't have a door open sound effect. There's the sound. Technically, we don't need to actually buy any gear because we get the save data sword, but we'll buy the basic gear as well anyway. Its thick blade has a soft core, so it bends easily. Bit questionable for a sword. I mean, the armor just has more raw stats on it, but this game has an active block mechanic, so the shield might be better depending on... Now, ignore the existing save data, that was just from when I was testing. I don't think this is the kind of game that has, like, stuff hidden in drawers and whatnot. Okay, these guys just straight up wouldn't have let us out without, gear on. Alright, so, the combat. It's, action combat now. With a few different types of, options. And as I said, like, it's got an active, like, block system as well. Yep. Oh, it's not really a combo, but it is... we have aerial tech. Marvel combos to me are like infinites. I don't think we've got an infinite. Let's see, we've got a basic 3-hit. Also, I think we can, yeah. So, I actually find the, like, having the stats on the side there quite nice. Got the XP counter to next level, so we can see that, and we can just see what our raw stats are. But I realize that's also, like, taking up screen real estate, and we're only in a 4x3 game, so... what, like, do people want me, like, leave the stats on, or get rid of the stats? I suppose I can just bring it up if I ever curious about checking my current, XP total. Huh, I can see that, yeah. As always, worthwhile getting a few level ups in an East game for the extra damage.
あら、珍しい。お客様かしら？道に迷われたわけでもなさそうですね。何もありませんが、よろしければ中へどうぞ。以前はこの付近も冒険者を多く見かけたものですが、この頃は東のハイトの方へばかり行っているのか、あまり見かけませんね。あら、そういえばまだお名前も聞いていませんでしたね。そう、アドルさんというの。勇気と優しさを感じるいい響きの名前ですね。私の名前はマーシャ。育った家を離れたくなくて、ここでずっと一人で暮らしています。あら、これはもしかして。あなたはサンドリアの町からのお使いの方でしたのね。わかりました。材料は確かにいただきました。では、これはあなたへのお礼です。届けてくださってわざわざありがとう。でもお見受けしたところ、アドルさんはサンドリアの方ではありませんわよね。どちらからいらしたんですか？そう、あなたもやはり冒険者なの。でも幻の都を探そうとして多くの冒険者が姿を消しているわ。危険を分かった上だと思いますが、くれぐれも気をつけてくださいね。私が知っていることでよければ何でも聞いてください。何かの手助けになるかもしれません。
Give us lore.
もともとはこの付近すべてがケフィン王国の領地だったようです。でも歴史が伝える通り、ケフィンはすでに滅んでしまった王国なのです。今では砂漠の東の向こうにハイトと呼ばれる遺跡が残っているぐらいですね。幻の都の伝説とは、そのケフィン王国の一部が今も昔の姿のままどこかに残っているというものです。スタンは3年前に姿を消したそうです。彼は幻の都を探していました。今は無事でいるかどうかもわからず、とても心配です。スタンが最後に向かった先はケフィンのハイトのようですね。そういえばスタンはこの地のどこかに4つの結晶があり、 これが幻の都を探す手がかりになるだろうと。
We really are doing a Final Fantasy arc though. Get the 4 crystals of light.
何か手がかりになりますでしょうか。
No worries, Kuro, take it easy.
Eats 隊によれば、ケフィン王国は錬金術の力で栄えていたそうです。錬金術とは、すべての元になる4つの元素を組み合わせ、新しい力を生み出すことです。地、水、炎、風。これらの力を強く宿した結晶がこの付近の土地に今も眠っているのです。今も錬金術があるのかですか。どうでしょう。もう失われた力とされていますね。ただこの北アフロカの多くの人々は錬金術がいつの日か復活し、自分たちを導いてくれると信じているようです。言い伝えに聞くケフィン王国のように。アドルさんも幻の都や古代錬金術に関心があるようですね。正しい判断です。もし今後ケフィンや結晶を探していくのならば、あなたは錬金術についてよく知るべきです。錬金術を理解していないのならば、ケフィンにたどり着くことも難しいでしょう。アドルさん、錬金術についてもっと詳しく知りたいですか。どうやら本気のようですね。ではその決意と実力を見せてください。この先を少し進んだメルセゲラの森の中に錬金術を使うという男の方が住んでいます。この辺りに住む町の人たちから大金を要求しては怪しげな石を売っているそうです。その人に会って錬金術について聞いてみてください。もしアドルさんに錬金術の素質があれば、錬金術とは何かわかるはずです。もし錬金術とは何か分かったら、また私のところに戻ってきてください。その時には真実をお話ししましょう。
Yeah, yeah, very, very, FMA.
あら、今話せる範囲で
Hearing all the
錬
Renkinjutsu.
金術とまだのようです。この先
For that, we need Taru. As that, I don't unfortunately know the later East games yet. We will know them, but not currently. I believe the alchemy concept is used across a bunch of East games. Like technically, it was in East 4 as well. We had the alchemy guide that we had the 5 different items we could give to make different things. The bomb, the invisibility potion, the super strength potion. And yeah, I believe I had obviously, as I said, I don't know the later games, but I believe alchemy does come up again in them. Do we need to report back to this guy? Alright. We did get an extra reward for it. Nice.
Let's see.
I was gonna say, can we turbocharge our, like, bonus swords? We can, but boy howdy, it's expensive. Never mind.
ありがとよ。
It is weird going from bump combat to, like, more standard action combat, but it was the case with both versions of this game. Like, the Super Famicom version of the game also uses an action combat system. I think we are, like, actually done with bump combat. The series is, like, kind of known for it, but it is only there in the earlier games, I believe. God dang, getting comboed. Hey, we got boners. Deploy the fabs. Very questionable statements without context. You just sniped me out of the air? God damn, what a hero. Now, the other sword we have, so we got the Flame Sword, which is from East 3, and the Hero's Sword, which is from East 4. This one actually has a heal spell on it. It's weaker physically, but it has a heal spell. And from what I'm aware, it's like the only way to have like on-weapon healing in the game is this sword. It's the only way to have access to this sort of mechanic, as it were, is via the save transfer. As I was saying though, like power level wise, these weapons drop off reasonably quickly. But yeah, the main thing is this sword has the healing functionality. But much like East 4, you can't open menus in boss fights. So you can't like switch to the healing sword and then switch back. So you're sort of gimping yourself damage-wise to go into a boss fight with the healing sword. But then obviously the trade-off there is like you've effectively got unlimited healing, so at least early on, it's probably worth the trade-off. Skeleton with a healing potion is a little odd. What are you doing with that, sir? Do you plan to use it as a weapon? Traditionally, healing items hurt undead. I actually don't know if that trope is true in the case of Ys. You don't really have a way to, like, apply healing to target. Usually you've got such limited amounts of healing for yourself, let alone, like, considering using it as a weapon.
失われた奇跡の技キフィンより伝えられし錬金術を使う者。お前もこの世のあらゆる不幸を払い持ち主に幸せと富をもたらす錬金術の奇跡錬石が欲しいのか。本来ならば 霊石は錬金術師にのみ持つことを許されたもの。他の者に譲ってはならんのだが。まあそこはそれなんだな。謝礼金によっては考えてやらんでもないぞよ。そうかそうか。本来錬金術とは私のように選ばれた人間だけのもの。しかしまあ終われればやむを得まい。
1,000,000 gold. Uh-huh. Nothing sus going on here.
で、お前はいくらほど持っておるのだ。え？なんだ、これしか持ってないのか。これっぽっちの謝礼金では話にならん。出直してこい。しつこいやつだな。それとも私のことを疑っているのか。それならばよかろう。では見せてくれる。我が錬金術の奥義や。
I don't think he's ever had 1,000,000 just because of, system limitations. 65,535 and then 99,999.
どうだ、我が錬金術の力。無から有を生み出すこの奇跡、町に帰って他の者たちにも広く伝えるがやい。
I mean, at no point is alchemy creating something from nothing. It's always turning something into something else.
うわっ、たったたったたった。貴様、勝手に仕掛けのスイッチを押すな。私を殺す気か。え？いや、これはその
Noom! He just fucking bails.
あの仕掛けに気づかれた以上はもう生かして返すわけにはいかん。悪いがここで死んでもらうぞ。行け、パピーよ。
I question Puppy? These are rats. Where'd the other one go? Oh, there it is. Bugged out.
すいませんでした。あなたを騙してしまって、どうか命だけはご勘弁を。そうです。私は錬金術師なんかじゃありません。錬金術なんて全く使えません。いえ、そもそも錬金術を使える人間なんてもうこの世には残っていない。けど町の連中は錬金術を信じていて、錬石だといえばどんな大金でも出してくれるもんだから、つい。本当にすいませんでした。
Also, like, scamming people out of large sums of money. I don't know about just, like, leaving this guy hanging around. Kinda sus. Well, so, like, I don't know, like, if it's... This is the era of, like, they'll be making Sora 1 at around this time, but this is by Taito rather than Falcom directly. I don't know how directly involved with this Falcom was. So I don't know. Yeah, the, I don't know if I can, like, bring it up yet. Yeah, the elemental crystals you can see in the corner there is very, trails for, making the magic.
どうやら本当の錬金術は失われてしまっていると思っているようですね。でもそれは違います。錬金術は実在しますし、今なお伝わっているのです。どこに伝わっているのかですか？今お見せしましょう。アドルさんはエレメンタルをいくつか持っているようですね。
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is very Trails. See, I haven't played Oath. That's a remake of 3, right? We will get around to doing all the remakes at some point, but I wanted to do the like earlier games release-wise. Which really I should have probably been doing the Super Famicom version of this instead, but since this has also been recently fan translated, I wanted to cover it. Whereas the fan translation of East 5 on the Super Famicom is one of the it's been out for over 10 years at this point, I think. Whew, it was a while back.
Adol さんはこれからどちらに向かうか決まっていらっしゃるのですか？でしたらここからメルセゲラの森の先にあるフォレスタの村へ向かってはどうでしょう？
Oh yeah, excuse me.
実はスタンはフォレスタ村のネード洞窟に結晶があると言っていたのです。
I forgot to make myself a cup of coffee at the start of the stream. I may need to do that shortly.
アドルさんもそこに行ってみてはいかがでしょうか。何か手がかりが残っているかもしれません。あら、アドルさん。わかったわ。また連石が欲しくなったらいらっしゃい。
Now the downside here is using the save transfer swords. We can't monkey with what magic they've got equipped. So if we want to do the custom magic stuff, we'd need to use the default longsword or the actual like swords we get later. Actually curious. I'm gonna quickly check something. Okay, so the original PC release of Trails in the Sky was 2004 in Japan, and this is from I think 2006, which is also when the PSP release of Trails in the Sky came out. So Trails in the Sky, yeah, definitely existed. So it may be that like it's intentional. I'm not sure. Again, this like remake is by Taito rather than Falcom directly. Taito did 3, 4, and 5 on the PS2. The version of 3 that we played last week was also their work. Though that was a, like, near one-to-one remake of 3. Whereas this is quite different from the, the Super Famicom version. Nothing sus going on here.
この娘はな、俺たちに9000ゴールドの借金をしてるんだ。
期日までに返せねえ時はこの娘が9000ゴールド分を働くって話でな。
お願い、助けてください。お金がないと。
Yo.
お母さんの病気が治せないの。かといって私がいなくなったらお母さんは。
湿っぽい話を持ち出すんじゃねえ。
それとも何かい？旅の兄ちゃんが代わりにこの娘の借金を払うとでも言うつもりなのかい？だったら引っ込んでな！てっきり乗ってくると思ったんだがな。
Nothing sus.
結構冷たいやつかもね。旅の兄ちゃん、代わりに金を払う気になったのかい？だったら引っ込んでな。
But thou must get
代わり
scammed.
に金を払う気になったのかい？
上等だ。
なら懐のものを出してもらおうじゃねえか。
ほう、結構持ってるじゃねえか。これでこの娘の借金は帳消しってわけだ。そうだ、気前のいい兄さんよ。ついでと言っちゃなんだが、うまい話を教えてやるよ。
Thankfully, money comes fairly easy in this game thus far. If it was like one of the earlier games, 9,000 just taken from you would be brutal.
この先の広場で他じゃめったに見れない見せ物をやってるんだ。
ちょっと覗いてみなよ。
I don't quite understand this bit, because this is not in the Super Famicom version. There's none of this happens in the Super Famicom version. Suddenly, we're fighting a Triceratops. With Monster Hunter mechanics. Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, I can see that, Sion. I absolutely see that.
すごい。あいつやっつけちゃったよ。リオス兄ちゃん、あいつアドルって言うんだよ。最近サンドリアに着いたばっかりの冒険家さ。金持ちドーマンに雇われてるって話だよ。
なかなかやるじゃねえか。
So we're talking about, like, this is why I was curious as to when Sky 1 came out. Because this reminds me of the pirate crew from Sky 1.
やいアドル、悔しいだろ。あたいら初めっからグルだったのさ。いいかい、あたいら世界を股にかける盗賊団イブール一家さ。
Like, really?
この使われていない闘技場へあんたが入るように芝居を打ったってわけさ。まああの魔物が倒されちまったのは予定外だったけどな。それにしてもさ、よく今まで生きてこれたよね。あんたほどのお人よしでさ。
今時人のいいやつなんて損してるだけだぜ。なあノティス。
ドーマンなんかの手下になって浮かれてんじゃねえぞ。
じゃあな、あばよ。
I love the pre-baked lighting. This looks great. Like it's just a like a graphic, but I don't know. I like it. You couldn't really do dynamic lighting on the PS2. I think some games, very late in its lifetime, had some form of dynamic lighting, but otherwise, yeah, no. Wasn't really into the PS3 era where you had, like, dynamic lighting as a big thing. See the original Dead Space. I think the first game to have, like, really impressive dynamic lighting was, Doom 3? I remember the first time I played that, I was fucking jumping at my shadow after playing it. I like Doom 3, but it is not what I would consider, like, Doom. It's literally by Carmack, so it is Doom, but it's not what I would consider... It's a tricky one. Annoying that you lose 9,000 gold just as you get access to a new town. Yeah, well, so yeah, Doom 3 was more of a horror game, yes, but it is also like Doom 1 and 2 definitely had horror elements. Whereas Doom 3 sort of goes all in on the horror. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Sarah. Like, the first time I played Doom 3, like, afterwards, I was legitimately, like, jumping at my own shadow. Like, very, very impressive, Are these, like, stat boosters? What's the use item button? Okay, yeah, that seems they are a permanent stat boost. Okay, you can use them from the menu that way as well. Like, I really like Doom 3, but it's not like if I was looking to play a game like Doom 1 and 2, I would not be playing Doom 3. Doom 3 kind of got fucked. It came out like shortly before Half-Life 2. It just got like yeeted from existence. Old mate doggy.
俺の方は話した通り恩人のいる町を目指している最中だ。たまたま酒場で会った男が配達人というから柄にもなくこの手紙を書いているってわけだ。しかしあれだな、思っていた以上にこの北アフロカは広いんだな。恩人の名前しか知らずに探しに出るもんじゃねえな。会う人みんなに呆れられるよ。あ、そういえばこの辺は5年前から魔物が多く出るようになったらしく、辺境は物騒だそうだ。お前も気をつけろよ。それじゃあな、また機会があったら手紙を書くよ。ドギより
いらっしゃい。毎度あり。
Yeah, Doom 2016 definitely, I would consider that, like a proper sequel. People give me the for that, but like Doom 2016 I think is at least a proper sequel to the original Doom games. Like, if you're looking for something like Doom 1 and 2, but modern, Doom 2016, is a legitimate follow-up, whereas Doom 3, as I said, great game, but not what I would recommend if you were looking for more of Doom 1 and 2. Unlimited antidotes? I'll take them. Music changed. What is with the East games and annoying kids? Oh Christ, it's an escort quest? This is actually quite different from the Famicom version. I actually kind of prefer the Super Famicom version for this part. Because like when you get to this town in the Super Famicom version, you find there's like a prophecy about a redhead hero, blah blah blah. But then like there's one of the town's NPCs that's like, prophecy can't be good, that means shit's gonna go bad if a prophecy's gonna happen, and she's like terrified of you. I'm like, yeah, actually that's pretty fucking legit. Chosen one is definitely like everyone around the chosen one is gonna have a bad time. Alright, I think before we start this here dungeon, I'm gonna take the first break, because we're about to hit the 2-hour mark, rather than, like, interrupt the dungeon part the way through. Yeah, just gonna get up, have a stretch, make a fresh cup of coffee, all that good stuff. If you need to grab yourselves a drink or a snack, now is the time. I will be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Let's jump in this dungeon and see what we gotta do. Escort quest again, bit concerning. Alright. Well, we did grab a bunch of antidote herbs, so we're good on that. Oh. Oh. I don't know about that, Chief. That's very disorienting. Oh, that is... Because that's... Oh. That's gonna... I don't like this. Because it's changing the camera on you, which is changing your orientation. It's going to make it very, very hard to mentally map the dungeon. So that, like, logically this should lead back to that first room, I think. I really don't like the kid doing the whoop Mega Man thing either. That was not in the Super Famicom version. This is a very questionable design decisions. I'm already wearing chainmail. We already bought better armor. Or equivalent armor, I suppose. Whoa! Where was the quick save? I don't remember. Okay, that's not too bad. Oof, yeah, I don't know about this. I didn't get this far in my testing. This is... Because the camera is not controlled by me, just to understand what's going on here. That's not me shifting the camera. That's the game forcibly shifting the camera on me. Does he heal up when we, like, exit the dungeon? Or, yes, okay, good. Definitely need to make good use of the quick save, which that's fairly standard East logic anyway. So I wonder if the layout's the same on this side. Jesus Christ! I'm brutalizing the kid. Oh! Our old friends, a power ring. Very nice. Like, Jesus, the kid is... Okay, healing myself with the potion also heals the kid. That's something at least. Holy shit, like... Jesus Christ.
おいらにここに乗っかれって？それぐらいお安い御用だけど。ははこれに乗ってる間は壁が開くんだね。やるじゃんか。オーケー、おいらここで待っててやるよ。早く女の人を探してきなよ。
Alright, I guess at least we ditched the kid here, but, like, that was... You did not need to be that, like... What's the word I'm looking for? Like... I'm not that retarded. The kid is that's unironic. Like the way he's like tutorializing this feels like it's a intentional piss take of overbearing tutorials, except that it's not. It's like earnest. Ah.
あ、女の人も意識を取り戻したみたいだ。もう大丈夫だぜ。オイラたち君を助けに来たんだよ。あれ？オイラ君のこと知ってるよ。冒険家のスタンと暮らしてたニーナだろ。スタンのことなら何でも知ってんだ。オイラスタンのことすっごく尊敬してるんだ。
そうですか。どうもありがとう。
ねえ、いろいろスタンのことを聞きたいけど、村の人たちも心配してるぜ。また何か起きる前に早く外へ出ようよ。
すいませんでした。
I mean, she's a blonde hair and blue eyes. It's clearly like another of Adol's waifus. He collects them.
気にするなって。
私、行方不明になった父さんを探す手がかりが欲しくて。それで結晶のある場所へ行けば何かわかるかもしれないと思ってここへ来たんです。仕掛けを動かすために案内の人と別れて進んでいたんですけど、そこのスイッチに触ったら突然魔物が現れて。そういえば一緒に来たロポラさんは？
ああ、その人なら大丈夫さ。ちょっと怪我してたけど、今は村の人が見てるからね。
そうですか。よかった。申し遅れました。私、ニーナと言います。
オイラはウィリー。こっちは旅の冒険家でアドルって言うんだ。よろしくな。さあ、詳しい自己紹介は後にして。村の人たちも心配してると思うから、まずは村に帰ろうよ。あ も壁が開いたままになってる。
You're broken, kid.
そうか、この奥で何かしたんだね。
We broken?
やるじゃんか。これでまたここに戻っても大丈夫だね。さあ急いで帰ろう。おいらニーナを宿屋まで連れてってくるよ。
いらっし毎度。
アドルさん、メイド洞窟では助けてくださって本当にありがとうございました。アドルさんはドーマンさんに頼まれて幻の都を探しに行かれるそうですね。私の父さんも幻の都ケフィンを探す冒険家でした。でも結晶を探す旅に出たまま何の頼りもなくもう3年になります。私父さんに冒険家のスタンさんに砂漠で助けられたんです。5年も前のことです。私は それまでの記憶も失っていて身寄りもありませんでした。父さんはそんな私を実の娘として一緒に暮らしてくれて、私も父さんは父さんしかいないと思って。ごめんなさい、こんな話をしてしまって。私、父さんが生きているって今でも信じています。だから父さんが幻の都の手がかりだって言っていた結晶を探せば何か手がかりが得られると思って。父さんの助手だったロポラさんにお願いしてあの洞窟に行ったんです。アドルさん、洞窟の奥に何か父さんの手がかりになるようなものはありませんでしたか？これは私のオカリナ。洞窟で魔物に襲われて逃げ出した時に落としていたんですね。わざわざ拾ってくださって本当にありがとうございます。これは私にとってとても大切なオカリナなんです。父さんの手がかりが見つからないことは残念だったけど、こうしてオカリナも無事に戻ったし、何よりアドルさんと出会えたんですもの。悪いことばかりじゃないですよね。あ、そうだ、アドルさんも幻の都を探していらっしゃるのでしたよね。いろいろ助けてくださったお礼と言ってはなんですが、サンドリアの私のうちに父さんの日記があるんです。もしかしたらそこに何か手がかりが書いてあるかもしれません。もしサンドリアに行くことになったのなら、ぜひ私のうちに寄ってみてください。それにアドルさんも幻の都を探す旅に行かれるなら、いつか父さんに会うこともあるかもしれませんから。もしサンドリアに行くこと、もしサン
I'll just say, I think I actually prefer the Super Famicom version so far. Now, there was definitely more to that cave. Are we allowed to explore it at this point, or is it going to tell us to feck off?
で、今さっきまでオイラはその洞窟にいたんだぜ。へへ、もうちょっとで結晶が手に入るところだったんだけど、惜しいことしたよ。女の人を連れて奥には行けないもんな。その結晶っていうのはメイド洞窟のどこら辺にあるのさ。そりゃあ洞窟の一番奥だろう。大切なものっていうのはそういうところに隠すって決まってるようなもんじゃないか。ああ、今だったら仕掛けの扉も開いてるし、簡単に奥まで行けるのにな。なあなあ、これからまたメイド洞窟に戻って結晶を取ってくるのかい？そうか、うん、オイラもその方がいいと思うぜ。そうだ、 おいらこの赤毛の冒険家と一緒にネード洞窟へ入ったんだぜ。あれどこに行ったんだろう。さっきオイラたちが洞窟に行ってる間、村に着いたばかりだっていう旅人の女の子が話しかけてきてさ、やたら洞窟や結晶のことを知りたがってたから、あんたを紹介してやろうと思ったのに、どっかに行っちゃったみたいだ。変な女の子だな。結構可愛い子だったんだけどな。
At least we don't have an escort this time. And thank God poison does fall off on its own after a while. Like, you know, it's not just get a antidote as your only answer. Now, thankfully, this bit of software does write its saves to the hard drive. So we're not in the worry of crashing like we were. Giant enemy crab? Giant enemy crab. Oh god, the water... The water slows us Ow! Jesus! Okay. The water slows us considerably. Chopped his fucking arms off, bro. Dang. Alright, we got the shield.
と仕掛け外してもらって、おかげで簡単にあんたの後をつけられたよ。おまけに魔獣まで倒してくれたってわけだ。何から何までご苦労さん。だけど決勝はこのイブール一家のテラ様がいただいていくよ。じゃあね、お人よしのアイドルさん。
Well, you'd think we'd be a bit better at this by now.
なあ、おいらお願いがあるんだ。これからあんたのことを兄貴って呼んでもいいだろう。冒険家の先輩だし、メイド洞窟の中じゃわりかしかっこよかったからね。それとミーナのことだったら心配しなくていいよ。村の人がサンドリアまで送っていくってさ。サンドリアに行ったらミーナの道具屋に寄ってあげなよ。兄貴を見たらきっと喜ぶぜ。ミーナにはオイラのこともよろしく言っといてくれよな。ああ、そうそう、オイラ洞窟でさ、こんなもの見つけたんだ。オイラにはこれが何かよくわからないから兄貴にやるよ。兄貴、これからも頑張ってくれよな。兄貴。
Because we were able to head out this side of here as well. I don't know where this leads. Oh. I see. It doesn't lead anywhere currently. Bailing out on her job. Why is this arena here? Like... very strange. Hey, Brown and no worries. Totally fair. Huh, she's not back yet.
いやあ、アドル君。君の元気そうな顔を見られて安心したよ。それで、決勝探索の方はどうなったかね。そうか。それは、残念だ。でも安心したまえ。町中に指名手配をかければ、奴らを捕まえるのは時間の問題だ。あんな盗賊一味、気にすることはない。水の結晶のことはこの私に任せておいてくれたまえ。それよりアドル君には引き続き残りの結晶の探索を頼みたい。それにはまずスタン君のたどった足跡を追いかけるのが良いと思うのだ。彼は風の結晶しか手に入れられなかったが、その他の結晶についてもかなりの調査を行っていたようだからね。彼の今までの調査記録を手に入れられれば結晶探しはとても楽になるはず。では頼むよアドル君。私は君の活躍に期待している。本当に期待しているよ、アドル君。
ローマン様、身を運ぶ用意ができました。今夜中にはフェルテの方へ出発できます。
ご苦労。では悪いが警護の方しっかりと頼むよ。私も君と君の配下がついていてくれれば心強い。
あの赤毛に随分入れ込んでいるようですね。
彼は有能だよ。利用できるものは何でも利用せねば。
しかし所詮は旅の男、どこまで信用できるか分かりません。そんな人間にローマン様の待望をかけて良いものか。
I mean, like, he does sound sus. He seemed sus the whole time, but at the same time, like, words. He's hired us to be an adventurer to gather the crystals for him. I don't think there's any deception in that element. But certainly his whole spiel about, like, saving the land, that's probably a pile of bollocks.
大丈 のために君にも動いてもらったではないか。例の盗賊どもにも結晶を探させているのだろう。
Hey, Torishi, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, everybody. How's it going? We're just, in the middle of a bit of a plot dump. But, welcome, everybody. This is, this is a very generic anime game in that's probably not the best way to put it these days. For its era, this is a mid 2000s PS2. It's very of its era. This game itself was never released in English. We're playing a fan translation. The guys that did the fan translation for this did a fan translation patch that we played last week and are working on another one as well. It's yeah, the fan translation patch is basically the reason. They really, this is the 5th of the East games. They did a patch for the 3rd game, which we did last week, and then they're working on a patch for the 4th game, and we're currently playing the 5th game. There's also many different versions there, and we've played a different version of 4 as well, so we're not just jumping into 5 having not played 4, but they're specifically doing fan translation patches for the PS2 versions of the games. The East series has a bit of a complicated run of different version releases.
さあ、それより積み荷の方。
The ones we're currently playing are probably the lesser regarded and played games. The sort of 6 and onwards are sort of the more well-known games. That also includes like the official like Falcom remakes. The series sort of rebuilds itself later down the line. I haven't played the later games. I'm only really familiar with the earlier games, but I do plan to correct that as time goes on. But the East series is certainly popular. It's a sort of a Japanese staple. Like it's not well known as much in the West, but like in Japan it's up there with things like Dragon Quest for like establishing the genre back in the day.
Kefin への道が開かれたとき、絶対に必要な戦力だ。そのために物資である積み荷の護衛、しっかりと頼むよ。
Well, these are action games rather than like the Final Fantasy style, like turn-based combat. It's quite a different experience. If you're looking for like getting through sort of the history of Japanese video games, though, definitely worth. They're good games. Even the older ones I like quite a lot, and they have some absolutely phenomenal music. This one's a bit different. This is a PS2 remake of the 5th game, which was originally a Super Famicom game. And this particular remake is like the three PS2 game, like the three PS2 remakes were done by Taito rather than Falcom directly, which wasn't unusual for them. They did like contract out East games back in the day. That's why I say sort of it's from 6 onwards. It's a bit more directly Falcom controlled, and that's what a lot of people are bigger into is that sort of run of things. Thank God. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier, that we should be safe tonight. Oh, that was brutal. But yeah, take it easy. Thankfully, I don't have work till tomorrow evening, so I can go for a few hours more yet. But yeah, thanks again for the raid. I assume you're still going hard on not Pokemon? Alright, these guys just saying the same thing. It's odd. It, like, starts to trigger a sequence? Ah, okay, I was gonna say, it starts to trigger a sequence. Fishing challenge? It's a real JRPG. It has fishing. Ah. Was that a one-off? Okay, I did actually do a sneaky. Let me just... never mind. Not that we couldn't have used the game's quick save feature, I guess, as well. Yeah, it was my fault for mashing through the text anyway. Strength seed, though. Which that's purely just recency bias, as I've been watching Seed HD recently.
このオカリナは私が砂漠で助けられた時に持っていたものなんです。これで父さんの教えてくれた曲を奏でると気持ちが落ち着くんです。父さん、今一体どこでどうしているのかしら。ごめんなさい、私ったら。そうだわ、アドルさん。 何か道具は必要ありませんか？今まで休んでいたお店の方も今は開店しています。どうぞご利用くださいね。アドルさん、いらっしゃい。それでは改めましていらっしゃいませ。
What are you boy? Oh, there's high potions as well, I see.
ありがとうございました。またいらしてくださいね。アドルさん、このオカリナは私が砂漠で助けられた時に持っていたものなんです。これで父さんの教えてくれた曲を奏でると気持ちが落ち着くんです。アドルさん、実は父さんがケフィンを熱心に探し始めたのは私のためなんです。どうしてかわからないけれど、父さんは私の過去とケフィンが何か関係があると考えたらしくて、それでドーマンさんの頼みを受けて危険な遺跡の調査に一人で向かって、父さんは何も思い出せず行くところのなかった私を引き取ってくれました。私にはとっても大切な父さんなんです。アドルさんはいろんなところを旅されているんですよね。どこかで父さん、スタン父さんの話が聞けたら教えていただけませんか？アドルさん、いらっしゃい。私一人で道具屋を守っていくのは確かに大変ですけど、父さんが帰ってくるまでは私が守っていかないと。でも2年前にサンドリアの近くに越してきたマーシャさんという方が父さんと知り合いだったらしくて、ちょくちょくお店まで来てくれるんです。薬に詳しい方でお店のことを手伝ってもらったり、アップルパイの作り方を教えてもらったり。すごく優しい方でとても助かっています。おかげさまでなんとか道具屋も続けていられるんですよ。アドルさん、いらっしゃい。父さんの日記ですか？ あります。父さんの部屋は何もいじらずにそのままにしてありますから。アドルさんになら見せても問題ないと思います。さあどうぞこちらへ。これが父の日記です。
This is a bit meta now that I think about it, because technically the way Adol's stories are being delivered are like people reading chronicles of his tales from later down the line, and now here we are in a chronicle of one of his tales reading the chronicles of someone else's adventures.
4つの結晶の調査ももうすぐ終わるはずだ。しかし調べれば調べるほどどうやら結晶とはケフィンに至る鍵と少し異なるようだ。もっと別の意味が隠されているような気がしてならない。幻の都が生み出したそんな不確かな古代錬金術の産物を果たしてあのドーマンに渡していいものなのか。いや、今はそれよりも幻の都を見つけ出すことが大切なのだ。ニーナのためにも。ニーナのあの背中の傷跡、私の考えが間違っていなければニーナの失われた記憶はケフィンと何らかの関係があるはずだ。幻の都の謎を解くことは必ずニーナの記憶を取り戻すことにつながると私は信じる。時々ニーナは私のことをスタンと名前で呼ぶことがある。やはり自分の過去を気にしているのだろう。私の本当の娘ではないという過去。明日ラムゼンにある図書館に向かう。そこで調べ物を済ませてそのまま砂漠の方へ向かうつもりだ。幻の都への道は近い。あともう少しだ。しかしそこに果たして何が待っているのだろうか。どうか娘に本当のことを教えてあげたい。たとえそれによってどんな未来が待っていようとも。
日記には何か手がかりがありましたか？ラムゼの図書館ですか。ではそこに父さんの手がかりがあるかもしれないんですね。アドルさん、お願いがあるんです。これからの旅、このオカリナを一緒に持っていってほしいんです。父さんは結晶を探していました。同じものを探すアドルさんならいつか父さんと会える時が来るんじゃないかと思うんです。
Are we gonna have like actual ocarina mechanics, or is this just a inventory item?
このオカリナは私にとってお守りみたいなものなんです。 ネード洞窟でも私が無事だったのはこのオカリナが守ってくれたんだって信じています。私とアドルさんを引き合わせてくれたのもきっとオカリナのおかげです。だからぜひアドルさんに持っていてほしいんです。ありがとうございます、アドルさん。すみません、子供みたいなことを頼んでしまって。ではアドルさん、お仕事の方頑張ってください。アドルさん、そのオカリナはそのオカリナがアドルさん、父さんの日記さ。
Okay, I wasn't sure if it'd let us
どうぞ。
review it. That's nice at least.
4つの結晶しかまいやにま時々やあまどたと
日記にはではアドル
Alright, so... Progress-wise, we need either the bridge repaired or the tree removed. Also, I was saying before, I've got the time to go for a few more hours, which time-wise is true, but I've just got hit by quite a wave of tiredness. Have to see how that plays out. I shouldn't be really tired yet, but getting weak in my old age. Opposite of anything, it's actually quite cold. I'll need to, like, close my windows. I had them open because I was doing laundry, but...
Adolさん、ネード洞窟でニーナという女の子を助けてくれたそうですね。本当にありがとう。私からもお礼を言わせてください。どうしてニーナを知っているか。実はスタンがここを訪れた時、自分に何かあった時はニーナのことをよろしくと頼まれていたんです。それでサンドリアに行く時はいつもあの子の様子を見るようになって、今では一緒にお料理をしたり 買い物に行ったりするんです。改めてお礼を言わせてください。アドルさん、本当にありがとう。
Yeah, well, it's still winter here. It has been getting warmer. It is a little chilly tonight.
ニーナに何かあったら、私はスタンに申し訳が立ちませんから。そうだ、これを差し上げましょう。これを使えばここまで一瞬で戻ってくることができます。
Handy.
ただこれを使える場所が限られているので気をつけてください。
Okay.
あら、アドル。
Oh, that just runs the tutorial again. Ah, we can make tier 2 stuff now as well, I see. Probably don't need to be killing these guys now that I think about it. Like, most of this stuff is not going to be giving as much in the way of XP. Yeah, 7 XP. We'll just scoot on by, thanks lads. Not much better, they're only worth 10. Ah, I see, okay. super useful. One-way trip, and assumedly we have to use it from one of those points elsewhere to get back there. So yeah, it is pretty limited in application. Has the tree been cleared out the way? Oh, it has. Nice. There was, like, expensive accessories here, wasn't there? Who was selling them? Was the defensive guy? The poison's really not that concerning. The paralysis is pretty damn, do we have multiple ring slots, so I can have the power ring and the paralysis. Yeah, okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Because the paralysis is basically just sit there for, like, you can't do anything while you're paralyzed, which, yeah, that's paralysis. But in an action game, that's potentially just death. What? What's it? Huh? The, names of it could be the, like, artisans that made it. I don't know. Let Spooter just scooch away from me? Clever go. Ow. Okay, that damage fucking adds up, eh? Goddamn. Okay, shield, yeah. We need to actually use the damn shield. Is it heal on level up in this game? Ack. Well, we don't get to find out that way. That's why we quick save. Goddamn. Two XP. I don't even know if we heal on level up. Like, this might just be me being suicidal for no reason. I am surprised we're allowed to... Well, you know, it is researched. Like, actually, we need to know. Because that does... It is heal on level up. Like, knowing that does actually make it a good difference. Like, it does adjust how I approach things.
東にある西米遺跡を見に来たんじゃないの？だったら耳寄りな話があるんだけど。どう？聞いてみたくないかい？500ゴールドでいいよ。
Are we being scammed again?
そんなこと言わずに聞いておくれよ。なら300ゴールドでいいからさ。ね、よし、決まり。
Well, I guess we saved some gold at least. Adol's quest to get scammed, that's what's going on this game. Actual Ferengi,
お兄さんも聞いてるでしょ。幻の都を見つけるには4つの結晶を集めなきゃいけないって。西米遺跡には
その一つの炎の結晶があるんだよ。ついさっきも若い3人組が遺跡に向かって行ったところさ。どうだい、あんたも頑張って結晶を手に入れたら、今からでもまだ間に合うと思うがね。あら、あたしゃこれから子守に行かなきゃいけないんだったよ。世話の焼ける子供が
Bro, you just took 300 gold off me.
じゃあね。確かにあのアドルってのは見る
Yeah, we got scammed.
感じだね。あとはアドルが取ってくる結晶を待っていればいいんだよ。遺跡から結晶を持ち帰ってくるのを待ち伏せしてやろうじゃない。おっといけない。
Jesus, why am I so tired? What the hell?
私たち4人がイブル一家だってことがバレたら何にもならないからね。
Mutations as a way to explain recolors. Yeah, alright, fair enough. You don't even need to explain it, but sure. Holy crap! What the hell?
Arigatou
いらっしゃい。毎度。
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございます。
Grew tired of the hustle and bustle, he says, living in a trading city. I think Adol's old enough to drink, even by Japanese laws. I think. You used to be able to, and then the ratings board existed. There's a scene in Masokishin where Masaki's having a drink that got edited out of every other version, but it's in the original Super Famicom version because that came out before the Japanese ratings board existed.
いらっしゃい。
Fun little fact that.
毎度あ
So we can do our own jiggery pokery now. Oh, oof. That's on you, buddy. I'm not to know the regulations of the armed forces out here. Okay, so we're gonna 2 tiers of gear here. We just spent all our money on the weapon though. I'm curious how the mixed magic works. Oh, I see. You can... okay. You can use L2 and R2 to cycle through magic. Yeah. Okay. Whoa! I see. Oh. Lovely. Elemental mismatch. The description said drains enemies' HP. I'm guessing it doesn't mean drain in the usual context of drain. It doesn't appear to be doing a drain effect, it just means it damages the enemy's HP.
いらっしゃいます。
Oh, Dogi's been here. I swear this is just the adventures of Dogi. We're just trying to catch up.
元気にやってるか？もうお前も気づいているとは思うが、この辺り一帯は本当に物騒なところだな。町や村を一歩出ると魔物だらけだ。正直お前一人にして心配だが大丈夫か？くれぐれも気をつけてくれ。ドキより。
I appreciate the concern, Dogi, but, like, we have legitimately solved multiple world-ending crises at this point. We're not exactly just some guy. And sure, Dogi's helped us solve some of those world-ending crises as well. So credit, credit to him, but also. And I appreciate you didn't really have to, like, in-universe justify it like that, but I appreciate the effort. It could have just been video game mechanics, but you took the time to explain. Oh. I didn't think it'd let us get on top of the ladder. Hey, there we go. Oh, this one voiced.
たくさんの罠が仕掛けられており、今なおそれらは動き続けている。優れた防犯設備の技術の存在。これらは生命国が豊かであったことよりも、王朝が税を極めた貴族暮らしをしていたことの証拠でもある。それにより国の財政は苦しみ、最後はより豊かさを求めたことがケフィンに攻め込んだ理由と思われる。生命遺跡を調査する際は落とし穴に注意されたし、著者遺跡の研究者ガラム。
私は幻の都を求め結晶について調べているスタンである。 後にここを訪れる者にこの手紙を残す。遺跡の老人が語る西部の歴史はとても興味深い。ケフィン王国の歴史には隠された部分がある。そして滅んでしまったケフィン王国と幻の都の関係が分かってきた。今はまだ調べなければならないことがあるが、幻の都へはいずれ行かなければならなくなるだろう。とりあえず私は再び西部遺跡の調査を行う。最後になるが、西部遺跡に住む老人のことをダムゼンに住む彼の家族に伝えてあげてくれないだろうか。彼は年老いており、これ以上遺跡に住む暮らしを続けない方が良い。大変な信念の持ち主で、私では説得できない冒険者。
Right. We needed that to get access. Fair enough.
いらっしゃいます。ありがとうございます。
Right, I had intended to go for at least another couple hours, but I am shockingly tired. It's all the yawning. I don't know why, but I think I might pack things up here, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm way more tired than I expected to be. I'm just trying to think. There almost certainly won't be a stream tomorrow. I'm working tomorrow night, and it's gonna be a long one. Unless for some reason I've got like big energy after work tomorrow night, but yeah, unfortunately, more than likely won't be a stream tomorrow night. So probably next stream Sunday evening? But yeah, for now, that is all. Thanks for watching, everyone, and hopefully I'll see you all next time.